Who's the best character in Titans Battlegrounds? Is it Overlord? Is it any of the evil characters? Is it Gizmo? I'll tell you now, it's not Gizmo. But I was thinking this question, so I'm gonna make a tier list, and I'm right, cause cry about it, I don't know. First up is Jet, and this is actually a really good character, even though you can literally walk forward and, get that character. You would think that he wouldn't be good, mainly just because he's one of the first options that you get, but if you think about it for a while, he's really good. He has an instant projectile, incredible movement, and a decent melee option. If you didn't know, there's a smoke bomb glitch that can send you soaring in the sky. Why did I say it like that? Next up is Robor. I think I said that right. And he's definitely a character. He isn't bad, but he isn't good by any metric. He has okay mobility. He has good projectiles, but if you're stuck in a sticky situation as him, you're really not going to come out of that alive. There are better characters for that. Wow, bad segue. Worst character. Am I right? Am I right? Let's get straight to the point. A lot of people say that Miss Crow is the worst character in the game, even though they're just bad. I've definitely had some very clutch clips where I've beaten some of the best characters in the game with Miss Crow. That being said, yeah, this is not a good character by any metric. I mean, she has a teleport and knockback, but that's all she has going for her. She has trash mobility, and just, like, play any other character, please. Play Jet. Or we have Starlight next. This one's a really fun one, because you can either be really, really annoying with just shooting star bolts, or there's no other way to play this character. Yeah, Starlight, like, we all think that we used to be good at Starlight, but we never were. We just spammed and spammed, and it's not fun for anyone. If you play Starlight and you spam, stub your toe. Next up on the chopping block is Shifter. Shifter's an alright character for the early game, but other than that, it just gets outclassed by Evil Shifter. There's not really much to say here. There's Monkey. Laugh now, please. Next up, we're on to Wave 2. Starting off with... what's this guy's name again? Slayer. Yeah, Slayer. Not Slade, Slayer. Yeah, this guy's alright. You can combo with him. He has movement, I guess. There's nothing really interesting to say about this character other than he hits hard and he has high amounts of health. He can definitely be useful, but there are much better things to waste your money on. Next up is Ray Death, also known as my 13th reason. I hate this guy because you can't go into one lobby without seeing one just messing with everyone. He's not even fun to play, he's just good. Like, he has fast mobility, good projectiles, and while he has trash melee, he can run away if he isn't in the right. If, like, he knows he's not gonna win this battle, he is gone. There's only one counter to this, and that's an even faster character, which there's like 2 of. Despite the extreme amount of slack that Apprentice Jet gets, he's actually not half bad. Well, he has worse mobility than Jet and a worse projectile, and, well, I'd say a little bit better melee. He gets way too much slack, because overall, he's just there to deal a bunch of damage. He's not bad on any metric, he's just not great. Next up is Lynx, and I don't really have a lot to say about her. I guess she has okay movement and decent combos with her abilities. That's all she has going for her. She doesn't have a high health bar, no good movement, other than that one ability, which takes a little bit too long to actually take off cooldown. That's kind of it, yeah. Next up is Goliath. Now, this would be a good character in a lot of other games. You know, a projectile, a way to go primal rage and do more damage and have faster attacks, and a good melee option, along with high HP, but at the cost of lower attack speed and lower movement speed. Now, when I said this would be a good character in other games, I also mean this one. He's not a bad character by any means. He's also not like the greatest. I'd say he could rival maybe like a few Beast Boys at most. Oh man, this next one's a good one. Next up is Gizmo. That's his name, right? Hold on, let me check. I just gotta check. Never mind, it's Gadget. Anyways, yeah, back in my day, yeah, I just said that. His name used to be Gizmo, because this used to be Teen Titans Battlegrounds. And then I think people got, like, Cartoon Network got mad because they weren't making any money off of it. So they forced them to change the name. Quick side tangent over. This guy used to be a punching bag, known for being absolutely useless. But now, he got a buff. Is he any better? Yes. Is he good? No. He can make sentries and become a big guy. He's more annoying to fight than anything, because he can't really kill. Chic. Laugh. Post-recording the gameplay, Sam here. Apparently Gizmo's actually not half bad now. He's still not great, but that came out really bad. He's good. Yeah, he's not really good, but he's good. Next up is Vision, and oh my god, this guy has a skibbity toilet skin. That makes me hate him even more. And yes, I hate him. His black hole ability is the worst. I hate it so much. That's basically the only thing that makes him good, other than the rotating projectiles. And if that's the only thing that puts him in S tier, then it must be a really good ability. Sorry. Next up is Duke Splitter, another S tier character. He doesn't really have much to him other than that he can make clones and jump high while making clones and bomb and okay melee. Somehow that makes him an S tier character. I don't know, but it just works. Next up is Blacklight, also known as the embodiment of the middle finger. Seriously, you can't go into one server with a Blacklight and not get hard targeted for hitting them once. They're not a bad character, they're just really annoying, which makes them good. Hottest take of the century, but Wicked Tempest is an A tier. By the way, that's the next character. I could see an argument for why we would put him in S tier, but he does have an instant projectile and decent melee, but his one gimmick is that he has another Primal Rage mode, and the last character with Primal Rage mode was good because it worked for them. This guy just has a damaging aura and gets slightly faster. That's really not something. Wow, the recording cut off the last one, but now we're on to Wave 3. And starting off with Maya. And back in my day, yes, I'm doing this spiel again, she used to be called Terra and everybody hated her. But she's actually really good. One, for debating fast characters into getting their ass cleaned. I mean, wiped. I'm gonna cry, bro. And also having good melee and good projectiles. She can also reach anywhere because of an oversight. Next up is Power Freak, and this guy is actually pretty good. He's not S tier, but definitely somewhere around A tier. He has a good projectile, good melee, and a decent movement option, though his walk speed is abysmal. That's all I have to say about this character. Next up is Dr. Red, and this guy is an easiest. He has insane mobility, good ability combos. Did I say mobility or ability? Doesn't matter, he has both. He can easily wipe out some of the best characters. There's like nothing else to this guy, he's really good. Next up is Fury, with another S tier character. He has good mobility, good melee, good projectiles. That's all I have to say. Locust is alright. You wouldn't catch me playing him, but like he's not bad. That being said, don't play him, please. On to wave 4, we have Sentinel. He's probably one of the best characters in the game, mainly because his ability to throw toxic barrels that do insane amounts of damage over time, along with his force field ability that grabs people and picks them up and slams them on the ground for a lot of damage, and decent melee. He also has very high HP. I forgot the word there for a second. So yeah, play him and you'll be pretty fine for a while. Moving on to Honeybee, and this is literally just Starlight except slightly better. Seriously. Limited flight, a projectile, and lightsabers. That's legit kind of it. Next is Arrow, and this guy can be good if you actually know how to use him, but if you don't, you're kinda cooked. He has good projectiles and okay melee, along with decent speed. Next is Double Trouble, and they're good, but they're not good, if you know what I'm saying. If you know how to use them, they can definitely take a few lives, but if you don't, then their ability comboing abilities, why did I say it like that, bro? Are not really gonna aid you in any way. Now we have Liquid Mag. This guy used to be the best character in the game, mainly because of his insane ability combos and able to trap people in such insane amounts of damage that I could kill any regular character. He wasn't nerfed, but there's just been better characters that have been introduced. Now we have Lightspeed. I think I used that transition already, but I don't really care. Lightspeed is almost like it's in the name. He has fast walk speed, he has an ability that makes him move faster, he has something that can make him do a lot of damage, so overall, just good character. Starting off the evils, we have Evil Shifter. He's basically just better Shifter. He has increased Tiger attack, which is just a raptor now. He has better Gorilla, which is an elephant now. And he has a better bird, which is a pterodactyl, which can actually do damage. That's it. Now it's time for the second best evil. Evil Roborg. I think, yeah. With his insane abilities to trap people in a dome, and then, when they're trying to escape, blast them down with a close-range, supposed to be spread out attack. And finally, after all of that, he can send them flying in the air out of their dome, out of his own dome, with an attack that does an insane amount of damage. Overall, great character. And now for the boss characters. Combined, there are thousands of tokens. Are they the best characters in the game? No, they're not. Starting this is Golem. He is a strong, high HP attacker. He's slow, but his attacks deal a massive amount of damage. Do you know what else is massive? That's right, not his attack pool, because he only gets 2 attacks. While most other characters get 3, he's stuck with 2. And also, he's a large character, meaning that most attacks that are sent his way are going to hit him. And even though he's a boss character, he doesn't really have the upper hand in most situations. since everyone teams up to go against him, because if they don't and just ignore him, he'll probably end up just nuisancing their battles. And now for the penultimate character, or second to last character that we're listing here, is Overlord. Now for being the big bad in the Teen Titans universe, I think in Teen Titans Battlegrounds he's alright. He has bad walk speed, but a good way to move around, a good projectile, and good close-up. But again, he just gets targeted so hard that you can barely move. Now for what I believe to be the best character in the game. Evil Starlight. Now let me explain myself on this one. She has a decent attack, like for melee, and it does do a large amount of damage with some build-up. She's good at running away because of one of her abilities that sends her high into the sky. And she has a really good projectile volley. She can go almost anywhere with her ability that sends her up into the sky. Meaning that if she isn't, if she knows that she isn't gonna win this encounter, she will be out of there, like in seconds. Killing this one is extremely difficult because you either need a large amount of damage in a very quick amount of time, or they're just gonna have to be stupid and not run away when they're on low HP. There's not really many counters if you find one, just pray that they're really stupid. This is the final ranking in the tier list. You can just look at that, yeah. And if you disagree, put your disagreements in the comments, I'll totally read them. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Watch my Character Eye video. Character Eye Part 2 might be coming out. Every time that I go to load my recordings into the software, I always feel guilty that I haven't been working on it, so maybe I'll start that soon. Other than that, yeah, have a lovely rest of your day.